There he is.
Pathetic fool alive.
Bro, wait, they did not just do that. Did y'all hear that? This is the Honkai Chronicles. The reason I'm sitting like this is because my right hand is like all oiled up. It's because I'm eating pizza. So I have to use my left hand. And let's just see what they're talking about when it comes to Otto Apocalypse. If you like the video, if I post this on YouTube, please leave a like down below.
Walking shadow.
Subscribe, come to my Twitch, all that good stuff.
Gesturing on the stage. Who
Okay.
only appears briefly.
Hey man, I don't care what anyone says, by the way, about him. I think Otto is still one of the coolest.
And steps off in silence. Otto Apocalypse.
There he
most
is.
Pathetic fool alive.
Is this official? Bro, wait, they did not just do that. Did y'all hear that? Listen.
Otto Apocalypse. The most pathetic fool alive.
Add a vine boom right there. Boom. What the? They did not just do that to my man.
Bigoted clown.
Okay.
Over centuries, he once sacrificed lives beyond count.
That's insane.
to selfish desires.
But on subtitles, sure.
But also overthrew a decadent reign with people's support.
I got y'all.
He treated humans as pawns and trampled the value of emotion and life. But treasured Valkyries at the front line and prayed for their triumphant return.
Oh, he's with
Commitment
Kiana.
and betrayal, friend and foe, truth and lies. No one has ever seen through him, but to Otto himself, his actions only served one purpose.
To save that girl?
It all began in an afternoon 500 years ago.
I don't know.
Though Otto was born in the Three Houses, he was frail and sickly. He could only craft whimsical inventions, which naturally deprived him of inheritance.
Useful.
His older brothers detested his effort at self-destruction, but no one noticed his inner needs and desires.
I didn't know he had an older brother, chat.
It was then that a white-haired, blue-eyed girl brightened Otto's cold and dull heart like a ray of sunshine. She praised Otto's work sincerely, expected great inventions from him, and
He just wanted someone to kind of appreciate him because he was clearly different, right? He was different, more smart than others, had different ideas. And then this chick showed up, appreciated everything he was inventing and stuff.
invited him to save the world with her. For the first time in his life, young Otto felt recognized. He could be expected. He could be needed. Since that faraway afternoon, everything he did has gained meaning because of her validation.
What's her name though?
But the twisted fate would not spare them.
Look at this zesty skeleton.
The rampant plague and the failed crusade tore the prosperity they lived in apart.
Callan?
Power and force were the perfect fuel for greed, turning a shaky faith into the breeding ground for degeneracy. In the turmoil, the lives of the two reached a turning point. Fearing abandonment, Otto chose to disregard ethics and performed experiments on dying patients.
Oh no.
He sought findings at all costs. Callan, who could not condone his crime, became a raven at night to spread hope and enact the justice in her heart.
I didn't know she was that bad.
Lies. After many operations, Callan discovered the secrets of the human experiments, and Otto exposed himself
Wait, that was a kid, right? An experiment on the kid? What?
at the last minute. Before the infinite greed of Schicksal, individual will was nothing. Callan was imprisoned. The cold bars
So Callan was also doing experiments?
separated the two that were once childhood friends, yet their minds had already drifted further apart. To Callan, the dignity of life was what she had sworn to defend. To Otto, morality and ethics were only prices to be paid.
Oh, she discovered it. Okay.
Scrap and a conflict of beliefs sent them on completely different paths. Otto knew that in no way could he stop Callan.
This is like Mikasa and Eren, but then the difference is that Callan actually has some sense.
He accepted it and helped her escape in silence. After everything settled, Otto was given the key to the library.
Why?
Although Void Archives used the index permission as a bait in an attempt to possess Otto, Otto did not fall for it. He developed technology with pieces of knowledge, and thus a game that would last centuries began. In the days that followed, Otto searched for Callan while continuing his research and experiments.
He loves her.
When he heard Callan was in danger in Yai village, he immediately had Oath of Judah delivered, but not the response letter that spoke his loving heart. Meanwhile, Callan sealed
that's his weapon, right?
Corruption in the black box with Oath of Judah, but was severely wounded. She was taken back to Europe by Schicksal for a trial.
She got an upgrade with the outfit. Looks so much better.
Callan was faithful and refused to sacrifice for family feuds, and thus was sentenced to hanging.
No!
He tried everything he could, but it was futile before the church's will. On the day of execution, the desperate Otto released Honkai Beast on the execution ground. He planned to take Callan amid the chaos, but he underestimated Callan's resolve. In the end, Callan lost her life when protecting the people. Losing the love of his life painted Otto's world.
Hold on, wait, whoa. So Otto unleashed this beast, the Honkai beast, right? But like, why was the beast killing everyone? Was it Otto's plan to kill everyone just to save her? Like, couldn't you have killed maybe like the guard, maybe like the people in charge of sentencing you and then taken her? Why did it have to be little kids? Every time they involve civilians, dude, there's like no argument. You're just done. You're evil. There's no coming back.
When protecting the people. Losing the love of his life painted Otto's world gray again. Resentful, he chased after Callan's shadow. He tried to give this sad story a happy ending
chaos
she would have wanted. He sounded the horn of revolution with his wisdom and cleansed the remaining evil with his hands. People sang his accomplishments and soldiers admired his resourcefulness.
Okay, I mean, he's smart.
Cheers of victory echoed through the silent church. Otto could not help but ask himself if this was enough. In the centuries that followed, the hole inside Otto was still agape. The only way to mend it was to revive the love of his life and the holy maid of the people, Callan Kaslana.
Oh, he's a Kaslana, chat.
In 1496, Otto had no choice.
That's like Kiana Kaslana.
In search of the legendary Master Phoenix for a chance to revive Callan. He met the fledgling swordswoman Li Sushan and found the reborn Fuhua.
Didn't sleep with Sushan, chat?
He met the fledgling swordswoman Li Sushan and found the reborn Fuhua. But to his surprise, even an immortal celestial had regrets and could not bring back departed souls. In the end, Otto and Fuhua made a pact. Schicksal would protect Shenzhou in the powerless Fuhua's place, and Fuhua would serve Schicksal as
what you looking at?
In 1952, the first Honkai eruption broke out. Schicksal captured the amnesiac first Herrscher and performed 3 years worth
Hold on, how does a Honkai eruption happen, chat? Was it Otto's fault? Did he do that?
of serial experiments on him, which yielded nothing. Otto even approached him in person to persuade him into succeeding to the Schicksal overseer, but failed. To eliminate risks, Otto decided to wipe out the North American branch that was about to discover Schicksal's ugly truth. He launched Honkai fission missiles at New York, where tens of millions lived. Heroes defending freedom and justice stepped forward and crushed Otto's scheme at the cost of their lives. This led to the independence of anti-entropy.
Yeah, I can't support you no more.
This failure taught Otto to
also, that's when wealth came, right?
Anti-entropy.
Isn't that where wealth? Yeah, that's wealth. That's literally wealth, and then that's how he transfers the power or whatever.
This failure taught Otto to take hold of the power to retaliate.
I remember.
Honkai, which led to the Clone Project and the Artificial Stigma Project.
Okay.
In 1972, Otto began running forbidden clone experiments in the hope of reviving Callan, but the results were not satisfactory. After injecting the cells of Honkai Beast Vishnu, the first living batch of Callan clones was
Isn't that like a god?
Otto made them fight one another to death at the end of the survival test. Only the individual numbered A3
I know her
rejected this
from the
absurd
game.
order. Her kindness in valuing life and her courage to defy her maker shocked Otto. He took A310 into his family.
A310?
Teresa Apocalypse.
Elon Musk looking name.
Meanwhile, Otto established the Tower of Babylon laboratory to study artificial stigmata. Countless gifted children were taken from their
Milo?
parents and subjected to inhumane experiments.
Is that Himiko? Who is that?
Insurmountable suffering and hatred against humanity.
Ooh.
nourished these Honkai vessels.
Biologek W.
At last,
Hey.
Siren, the second Hersher, was born.
Oh, she's the second one with the.
Otto mustered Valkyrie.
Is she the one? She kind of looks like that one character that recently got dropped. She has scissors, right? Similar to that.
Subdue the Hersher, dived into her sentience with the help of Fuhua, and received revelation from the will of Honkai. After many great sacrifices were made, Otto gave the order to launch Honkai fission
Who is
missiles
that?
in Siberia to bury the truth deep beneath the scorched snowfield. Otto's resurrection project gradually took shape due to the guidance from above.
Oh! He was about to stab himself.
For several years, Otto tried to create the most promising clone with Kiana Kaslana and Siren's genes for the second Hersher to possess upon return. He
Focus.
transplanted the core of the second Hersher to the test subject numbered K423. The longing for
K423.
Cecilia gave her life. After being taken to Saint Freya by Himeko, the love she felt and the bond she made helped her learn to love this world and those around her.
Let's go.
Watching
W
Kiana
Himiko,
move
man.
along the path he designed, Otto knew when she began to believe she would never be alone was when he could advance the plan.
That is so
In the
evil.
illusory
Oh,
tower of
man.
Babylon, the girl's despair
He basically planned her life.
and longing for motherly love facilitated the Hersher persona's awakening. Fuhua took her back to Schicksal. The experiment pod confined her once again. Facing the pod, Otto's eyes only showed a hunger for the Hersher of the Void's power. As Otto
She's like an
injected
object to him.
enormous Honkai energy into K423, Hersher of the Void returned. Otto saved the dying Fuhua and told her his plan. Looking into Fuhua's furious eyes, Otto paused for a short yet long moment and pulled the trigger.
Oh!
Everything
Hey, yo!
went according to his plan. Himeko burned up herself to tear through Siren's will.
Oh my god, so you're telling me all of this that happened to Kiana was because of that one man? Like, if Otto never existed, Himiko would be here, is what you're saying, technically.
Kiana's sentience returned to the body of the Hersher. To obtain a Hersher of the Void who could command the power with human will, Otto trampled emotions and disregarded lives.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god,
Believed
May?
that love and emotional bonds could evoke miracles, but he
Facts.
never respected nor honored
Power
them.
of anime and love.
So far, Callan's revival was only missing a key.
Callan's reviver. But is she gonna get revived though? Ain't no way.
To reach the imaginary tree that governed how worlds worked, Schicksal cracked the legend of King Arthur and found the key of infinity
King Arthur? Isn't that from Fate?
in the River Thames, but it was incomplete. Durandal passed Pioneer
Yat!
2's test by chance and received information and experience as numerous as sand grains in the Ganges. To complete Cosmic
Ganges.
Juggernaut, Otto struck a deal with World Serpent's leader. He traded Void Archives for Cosmic Juggernaut's beacon. When the Hersher of Dominance and Hyperion were locked in battle, he took the Theater of Domination and thousands of cores in secret.
I like how he just got randomly like an outfit upgrade.
At last, the fully prepared Otto
And when
returned to
dictator,
begin.
facts.
Khalistan, where Schicksal's blood and tears were buried. It would
Hmm.
become the end of his long journey. On the
Majestic
other side of
Otto.
the stage, Valkyries had readied themselves as well. Teresa would succeed
Oh.
as the Schicksal overseer.
The animation just
and
got
lead the
crazy
newborn
good.
Schicksal toward a bright future. Bronya would shoulder the weight of the Welt name.
Facts.
For the Hersher of Reason's path
Hey, look at
stretched
Welt,
to her.
man. So cute.
Fuhua concluded a feud that spanned centuries, so she
Hmm.
could embrace yesterday as a human and opened the door to tomorrow.
That's a bar right there.
Diana broke free from the shackles of fate and created a trail of flames that would guide them forward with her.
Oh, this moment was so epic in the animation. I remember that.
And earned a new heritage that only belonged to her.
Hey, yo.
The Valkyries were eager to settle accounts with Otto. Indeed,
And they won. How did I know that? That's crazy.
What they did not know was that their growth, their resolve,
the love, the friendship, the joy,
were also part of Otto's plan.
This guy is literally Eren.
In the past 500 years, was but a bargaining chip to attain death and a new life.
Huh?
After being defeated by Valkyries, Otto broke free from Imaginary's control momentarily.
So he's not dead?
He imbued the world's wedge with all the false god's power to create infinite possibilities for Callan.
Bro, he really did
Otto left
all
his
that
last
for him?
message. His sentience finally dissipated in the still time-space. To different people,
That was beautiful, by the way.
This means different things. But to Otto himself, all rights and wrongs are transient. He has attained eternal peace. His life as a fool is finally...
He did all that for just that little glimpse? Honestly, I like how he's written. I really like how he planned everything, you know, like really well-written character. It's just like Eren, right? Nobody supports him pretty much. He's evil. He deserves what he got. There's nothing that could ever right his wrongs. There's nothing that can ever justify that. And he did what he did. It's kind of reminding me of him as well, of Luocha or Otto, whatever I'm gonna call him. He did like similar stuff. Oh, look, it's me. I love this line so much. And the way they delivered it, the animation in the end was a 10 out of 10. Look at that. No arc in Honkai ever done that. I can tell why. It's the same, just like how Eren's story just ended as well. Kind of split the community. If you really think about it, it's kind of like the same concept. This guy did it for just one girl, right? Eren did it for his friends. They're both insanely evil because of the fact that they killed so many people. However, Eren killed 80% of humanity. That's insane, bro. 80%. This guy probably just nuked New York, right? That was about it, which is still terrible, by the way. It does not justify anything. But I gotta say, like, the result was kind of almost the same. Like, Eren's friends, you know, the thing was he only did it for the people. He wasn't trying to save the world. Same with this guy. He wasn't trying to be a hero. He just wanted to see, you know, his lover one last time. And that's why people love him. That's why he's like the best and worst villain. That's what I think about Eren too. He's like everything he did, if you think about it from a story perspective, from a character development perspective, the way they were written, and it makes you think, makes you divided. Anything that kind of makes you divided, you know, where people start arguing and stuff, you just know it's so well written because it has people fighting, arguing, talking. And from that whole perspective, 10 out of 10. But from an actual person, you know, like if you look at Otto or Eren, just terrible. Like there's no way. They just try to do something that shouldn't have been done. Like this guy tried to resurrect her. You don't mess with that kind of stuff, the forbidden stuff, the experiments, you know. It is what it is, man. But that was the Honkai Chronicles Auto Apocalypse. Let's just see what they call him one more time. No, what was it? The pathetic what? This is what Otto is, guys. There he is, chat. So that was a video on the most pathetic fool alive. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and come over to my Twitch where we do this live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.